Okay, so my intention for this video was to give a sort of update to Easyscape's 2017 video on world record runs at GDQ. This past AGDQ has been insane with the amount of world records obtained that it has to be the sole focus for this video. In total there are about 7 world records obtained over 4 days and all of them are pretty spectacular to watch. The fact that all these runners involved were able to achieve such times is an impressive feat, as I'm sure many of you know how many hours go into grinding for a world record, that to get one in front of such a massive audience where the pressures are just a little bit higher is truly unbelievable. The first run I'll talk about is the Kina Bridge of Spirits any % no major glitches run by InsertLogic. This beautiful adventure game centered around Kina, a spirit guide who aids dead people in transferring from the physical realm to the spirit world, features some incredibly satisfying movement abilities and combat. InsertLogic really showcases what makes Kina so good to run, with my favorite part being the hyper dash towards the beginning of the game, in addition to the very smooth boss fights dotted throughout the run. Seeing Logic being informed that he got the world record for the category is so damn pure. Check this guy out.
If I'm not wrong, this is also world record for hard.
No,
by almost a minute.
No, don't tell me that. Oh my god.
Wow, congratulations! Y'all, can we get some hype in the chat for on-stream world record? Yes? That's incredible.
Huge congratulations.
Up next is Jackslayer any % New Game Plus No Out of Bounds run of Pumpkin Jack, which is an incredible platform that felt like it was massively slept on by so many people, myself included. This game boasts of having some incredibly satisfying movement tech employed throughout the run thanks to the arsenal of abilities the Pumpkin Lord possesses, which makes this game flow very nicely all the way throughout, especially in the skillful hands of Jackslayer shown here. I definitely suggest you all watch this run of the game. Jax's enthusiasm coupled with the couch's commentary and banter made for a great experience throughout the 53-minute run.
Oh, time.
You're a god!
Pumpkin Jack? More like Pumpkin Jackslayer! Pumpkin Jackslayer!
World record by nearly 3 minutes. Are you kidding me,
That is
dude?
so ridiculous to me. That is so ridiculous. Pumpkin MF Jackslayer.
Webbed is a cute indie game where you play as a web-slinging spider that shoots lasers out of its eyes. The 90% run by ShadowThePast was really informative and had a really pleasant, relaxed approach to it. The commentators were also invaluable to explain the nature of the run and highlighting just what makes it a special game to speedrun, which is really great for trying to get potential new runners to join in and grow the community. The reaction of genuine surprise that it was world record definitely makes this whole run worth watching.
1709. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that was better than your practice, wasn't it?
I think that's world record.
I think that might be world record.
Kuon is a PS2 horror game developed by From Software that is ridiculously expensive to own. MissScarletTanager's speedrun somehow managed to spook me while she sped through it thanks to the game's tense atmosphere, especially when she was being chased by the ghosts and trying to get through doors to escape the scary spirits. Scarlet was able to explain the nature of the run really well, covering various game mechanics that occur in the speedrun in an informative way, which was great for me as I'd never heard of this game before. Thanks to Scarlet though, I'll definitely be keeping an eye out on this game to watch more runs of, and before I move on to the next game, I can't not mention her reaction to finding out that she improved on her world record by about 40 seconds, which was a really pleasant experience to see.
Now, can I get what the final time on your guys' end is?
The time that I see here is 42:09.
You got it, didn't you?
I got it by almost a minute. I got it by like 40 seconds.
And then we also got the bonus of her showing off her pet chinchilla, which is definitely an unexpected bonus from GDQ. Now I'll be the first to admit that the Sonic franchise is a series of games that I'm not a fan of due mainly to the nature of the way the game runs, but also that awful noise and countdown music that plays when Sonic is drowning that induces some form of anxiety attack that still makes me hate water levels in any game to this day. Saying that however, Argick and AmberCyprian performed an any % corp run of Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2 and it had me enraptured the entire way throughout. The pair of runners were able to explain the route and strategies they employed throughout the run while constantly cracking jokes. This 43-minute run flew by in absolutely no time thanks to the chemistry Argick and Amber shared together. This run is a huge recommend to check out, especially considering that they beat out their previous world record by about 4 seconds.
It is coming up to the final one. We hope you've enjoyed it. Let's see how this final hit goes. We're going to go up, we're going to come down. I'm going to do the final roll. We should be okay here. Let's find out what happens as it goes through and end and run. We're going that section. Oh, we know we need to sing it. One more time. And then immediately jump. Just jump. Nailed the time. Booyah!
That is a world record!
Yo, is it? Let me see.
43:46!
Yo!
Wait,
yeah, no,
is that right?
43:46.
Yes!
We did it! Woo! Yeah!
Garshasp is an adventure game described by one Steam user as a Dollar Tree God of War that attained multiple reviews scored at the same value as the amount of hours it takes to beat the game. StackyMcBears was able to make this game actually fun to watch, with his genuinely funny commentary and insightful guidance of the route, not to mention that his insistence that Garshasp is actually a good game.
We're on this platform now, this little raft, and it's guiding us through. The prevailing theory in the Garshasp community is that there's a small group of goblins underneath with scuba gear on that are carrying the raft for you.
My favourite parts of this run was the glitch that was discovered about 12 hours prior to the run that saved over 2 minutes, and also the showing of the highly technical trick called zip zooping, where Stacky simply zip zoops into some stairs and escapes a fight. I'll be honest, beating the world record by 8 seconds was just a little cherry on top to this absolute delight of a speedrun, and you should absolutely check this one out.
What was time? Do we know what time was? That's a world record.
Yeah, there it is. That is a world record.
Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is typically a cooperative bomb defusal party game where one individual has a bomb on screen while the other players are in possession of manuals with instructions on how to defuse said bomb before it deletes the computer's C drive. In this world record run, Procyonx was both the bomb diffuser and bomb puzzle solver and had to defuse a bomb containing over 100 puzzles. There's a lot of learning that goes into this run in order to be able to go through it as quickly as Procyonx has in the showcase. And I'm not even going to attempt to explain everything that goes into this run, but thankfully the co-commentators that featured in this speedrun explained a hefty amount of what was going on throughout the 53-minute intense bomb defusal, where Procyonx was actually able to beat out the previous world record by about 20 minutes.
Your final elapsed time on GDQ's clock was 53.5 minutes, so congratulations on an incredible
Keep
time.
talking. I'm going to check something. 53:30. We are going, the actual elapsed time of the bomb may be slightly different than that by a few seconds, but the previous best real time, and like I said, real time doesn't really matter. We go by in-game time, but for whatever it's worth, real time, that is a world record.
Unreal.
Synthetik Legion Rising is a difficult tactical top-down shooter that's reminiscent of Enter the Gungeon. After watching the co-op run by Will4914 and Synth in which they beat the game with the highest difficulty settings, where each difficulty modifier adds a certain percentage onto the total up to about 220%. This run is action-packed from the start to the end and looked to require an insane amount of focus. So for them to have beaten the game in such a short time and attain a world record is truly astounding. You should absolutely take a look at this run just to see the amount of stuff that happens on the screen at any one time that the two runners have to pay attention to constantly. Winner of the Best Dressed award at GDQ, Konasumi got the world record for the 50% category of Oatmeal, a physics-based game about eating oatmeal. This category requires Konasumi to get 50% of the stars available in the game, which is based on the total amount of oatmeal eaten in each level. This guy made arguably the most engaging run despite it being only 4.5 minutes long. His commentary explaining the gimmick of each level and the game itself was so incredibly informative and succinct that you absolutely have to watch this world record speedrun that beat out the previous time by about a minute. This was a phenomenal run and you absolutely have to check it out.
Oh my goodness, that was a great run. Yeah, 36 out of 72, that is 50%, 426.
Now, as far as I'm aware, that's all the world records that were obtained at GDQ this year, which was a truly astounding amount, and not to mention that GDQ actually had their own record by beating the highest donation of all the previous years. This speedrun event was an incredible spectacle to watch, and I can't wait to see more in the summertime. Thank you, and congratulations to all the runners for putting on such a great show, and thank you to everyone that watched this video. I'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for joining me on this oatmeal journey.